Here are some cool trolls that you can do for this Halloween. Now, we are going to go through a scale of starting from big to small, but these trolls are perfect to troll your friends in Halloween or even afterwards. So let's get into it. Starting off with one of the most basic trolls. Now, this one is very small and they might not even notice it. But as you can see, if I walk up to this house, just like so, it will play a Skulk Shrieker. Now, the Skulk Shrieker is really cool as it will activate once you walk around it, and it can activate multiple times, which can make it really annoying for the player here. And they will probably not be expecting it since it's hidden underground. As you can see, if we break this block, we can go down here, and the Skulk Shrieker is right under a Skulk Sensor. The Skulk Sensor will hear the player walking and then activate the Skulk Shrieker, which is very loud. And you can even place multiple Skulk Shriekers to make this the worst thing for them. And as you can see, it can get very loud, especially for just one person to walk up when they're not expecting it. And ramping that up just a tiny bit. You could also do this when your friends walk up. As you can see, it's just a friendly, wholesome troll. Moving on to something a little bit less crazy, and when I say a little bit, I mean just a tiny bit. But it is a doorbell that you can ring and possibly get candy. As you can see, if we ring it right now, I got a treat. But if we press it again, we might not be so lucky. As you can see, we hit it, a potion launches into the air, back onto the trick-or-treaters, and we get an instant damage 2 potion literally splashed on us, making them have to run away from the house and obviously not get any candy. So if they try to ring more than once, or if they just get unlucky, they will get a trick rather than a treat, which I feel like is really interesting. The cool part about this is you can edit it in any way that you want. As you can see, if we go here, we can either edit it to be very strongly against the trick-or-treaters, or we could be very kind to them and only leave 1 or 2 potions in there. And making this random is actually pretty cool, as most of the time, people won't know what to expect when they go to your house. But this is a pretty good setup. This is all the redstone really needed. All you need is an observer facing onto the redstone lamp with the button on it, and then a piece of redstone, a repeater with 4 ticks, just so that it doesn't hit twice, and then a dispenser facing upwards right here. You could also have a block here to make sure that the redstone works, but it's not necessarily needed, which I do find kind of weird. But on the flip side, if you're the one getting tricked, you might want a little bit of revenge. So all you're going to need to do is simply place a block, then an observer here, and then one facing the other way, and then simply place a dispenser just like so. And once you have done that, start filling this up with eggs. Now, depending on how much you have, you can actually do quite a bit of damage. Now, make sure that they have a fence, or you could be such a nice neighbor and fence it in for them. And as you can see, this will cause a lot of destruction, especially if you have a hopper into a double chest, which can cause a lot of annoyance towards the people in that house. But if they give you a trick first, you might as well return the favor. And you can even join into the fun by shooting eggs as well. Or you can go back to basics and do something as simple as this. And I will guarantee that they'll never talk to you again. And those were some Halloween tricks and trolls that you can play on your friends this Halloween. But don't worry, blowing up people's houses is a year-long festivity. So make sure to participate in that all year round. Anyways, happy Halloween, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next year. Well, probably not, but